Hi everybody, welcome back to your weekly reading. This is for the final week in April. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's already almost May, and it is my pleasure to join you as we close out the month of April 2022. And for those of you who don't already know or who have forgotten, we do have a solar eclipse at the end of this month. Good Lord! So you're already feeling those energies, all right? If you don't already follow me on Instagram, please go ahead and do so. If you'd like to keep abreast of the daily channeled messages, those I find are very helpful for myself as well. Also, stay tuned for weekly, monthly, everything, occasional medical videos, you name it. So anyway, you can find all my information in the box above if you're looking for an energy healing session via Zoom, or already getting in the energy or a reading. Please do check out my Etsy page. All right, so let's go ahead and see what energies are coming in for us. Gosh, this cloth that I'm using now reminds me, it takes me back to my early days. If you were with me from the beginning when I was in Japan, you may remember I used a cloth just like this. All right. We also have a new moon coming up on the 30th as well. Okay. So what I'm getting so far for us this week is that we're going to be closing out a chapter. I do have to be honest. You guys know I keep it 100. If you get personal readings with me, you know I stick to the point with these things. I do want to let you know that some of you will, I feel, be kind of looping back. Not to say back to the drawing board, but there's a little bit of a feeling of looping back to redo a lesson, or to, the word that wants to come through is regurgitate. So it's almost like you need to go back and regurgitate something that you have learned. It's almost like, this is not all of you, but it's almost like if, I don't want to say you haven't met a certain requirement, or you haven't quote unquote passed the tests, because that word triggers certain feelings within us in terms of superiority and inferiority. And so I don't want us to use those words, but just so you know, there's something that, a requirement that wasn't met in the soul chart. So some of you will just be doubling back at the end of this week or throughout this week, just to show what you've learned. So if you find yourself right back where you started with something or someone or some type of situation, just go through the motions. Make sure that it's very clear that it's a regurgitation. So dot your I's, cross your T's, whatever scripts need to be said or adhered to or uttered, or just whatever, just go ahead and do that. It's funny that they said script, because they said script somewhere earlier. Now before I move on, look at it. Yeah, see? They're like, before you move on, turn over the cards. Back to the trenches, the karmic trench, right? So when it comes to the completion of something in your soul chart, again, for some of you, you will find yourself going back just to finish up something at the last minute. And here you are with your sacred teacher, representing whatever this quote unquote test is, or merit. They're saying something about merit is that needs to be passed. So we don't advance to the next phase until we've covered, what's on our plate. And there are real reasons for that. Here we have the Six of Pentacles, which is pretty much mirroring this again. Notice that here we have it, this opportunity for completion, but we have to just go back and do a little, regurgitation, double checking, and then boom, we come right back where we were before. But I do feel that for some of you, I'm getting that this second time around will be sweeter. I have to be honest, this kind of gives me, is her name Andrea Boffel? Remember that song? Forgive my voice, I read it wrong. This time I'll be sweeter. So for some of you, this may actually have to do with a romantic connection that you're just going to revisit very quickly. This doesn't mean, don't get all excited. This doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to get into a relationship. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to get back with this person. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means doubling back around to some energy, whether it's a person, place, thing, or situation, just to nip it in the bud, to show spirit that you have earned whatever that merit is, that you have learned the lesson. And there it is, and there's your guide watching. Right? I do feel that for a lot of you, this does include somebody. It doesn't need to be romantic at all. It could be a parent. It actually could be an institution for some of you. Some of you may be actually taking some type of exam, redoing an exam or something like this. So wherever you find yourself, just do your thing. I also see that for some of you, maybe in the past, you may not have played a very scrupulous role when it comes to a connection. Maybe I'm going to keep it 100. Just feels like maybe there's a few things here. For some of you, you may have found yourself being the third party in a connection. Now, this is very important because I feel that for some of you, this was a continuation of two words, generic pattern and genetic pattern. So long story short, it's almost like falling into the same loophole that is so obvious that a lot of people tend to fall in, but also I feel like maybe it's a behavioral pattern that was active in your lifetime is what are they saying? Lifetime, bloodline. So generationally speaking, if you are resonating with this, chances are you, whether you know it or not, you may not know this, but maybe you have a family pattern of being the other person, the third party, so infidelities, things like that. Now, so that's just a quick example for some of you, but I see that here you are breaking that cycle, because look at all these hoops, that here you are breaking that cycle. So that's, they're saying why it's so important for you to double back around to whatever is coming up for you. So listen very carefully. For those of you who are on this track where you are doubling back around to complete a lesson, whatever that lesson is, you feel good about yourself because this is your chance to show the universe and the lords of karma that, you know, you're up to bat for this family line, this generational line. And we have been doing a lot of generational healing this past month, well, in general, and so you show them that you are the cycle breaker. And even if you find yourself back in the same situation, which would be by design, because I'm seeing it here, the thing that you need to carry with you is that you can make a different decision. And sometimes just making a different decision, well, all the time, making a different decision is what they look at. They're just like, did you learn the lesson? If the answer is yes, done. That's it. They're like, done. And then fast track to where you need to be, right? Now, I do feel that, some of you may be going around the bend with the same people involved, whether it's romantic or not. Some of you may be having a different situation altogether with somebody else, but the lessons will be the same. And that's why I'm seeing this time will be sweeter. But I also want to warn you that there's a little bit of a thing too with this time it'll be sweeter. It kind of feels a bit like the temptation might be just that much sweeter. So be careful. Look at the bam. Who's that? Okay. Who? What is this? Oh my God, I did not know I picked up. Yes, okay. So here we have the Hierophant. Anytime I see this card, this is you, always the viewer, getting getting schooled by your guide. So, you know, you've been taking some lessons, you've been doing your thing. But look, it's test time. Look at the King of Pentacles representing person, place, thing, or situation, aka the lesson, manifesting in your life to show this lesson or to present this lesson to you. And who's more attractive than the King of Pentacles? I know some of you are like, King of Swords. Listen, I know, but stay with me. King of Pentacles is here at the ready, cock of the walk, right? Doesn't matter who or what it is, but look at what your job is. Can you see it for what it is? Can you allow for the release, Tower card, of what is not meant to be? They're saying for you to look to your morals. This may be just a case where, you know, you may lose. You may not be selected. You may not be a finalist. You may not, whatever it is, whatever it is, just take it for what it is and just trust that the universe knows what it's doing, and get in, get out, and that's it, is literally what I'm getting. I do see anyway, they just said don't say anything else. Okay, all right, guys, we're all cool here. All right. Excuse me, especially this cute turtle. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on down the line. What else is going on in this week? Yeah, I'm kind of seeing the same vibes, but I'm getting a second track of people here, and no one track is better than the other. In fact, here we see two people, the same person. This track of people, they've already done there too. Look, here's the one opportunity, and then where's the Six of Pentacles? Same card. Here's the opportunity, double back. Opportunity arises again, knock it out. That's the idea. Here we had the one opportunity, and it arose again. They were just like, you know what? I'm okay not having whatever that person, place, thing, or situation is that was in my life. I'm okay with that. 11 minutes, 11 seconds as I said that, and look at the next card. Victory, victory, and guess what? It's okay if you're alone. 11 minutes, 22 seconds. It's okay if you find yourself alone. All right. Now, quote unquote, alone, how that hits you is really going to be telling as to how you feel about where you are in life and how connected you feel. So when I said alone, for some of you, where did you go? Did you go straight to romance, like, oh, hashtag forever alone? Did you go to, oh my gosh, I'll never have family, no one ever loves me? Did you go to alone, like, wow, I can't find anybody, any peers who are at my level or love the same things as I do? Or did you go straight to, oh, I'm always alone in whatever community I'm in, I'm always the odd one out, I don't have what other people do, no one gravitates towards me? Or did you go to alone, like, oh, I'm such a different thinker, no one ever, like, every idea I have is never supported, I always have to work hard to even get it on the docket, and it never even gets there? Where did you go when you heard alone, number one? And then number two, in other words, what framework did you couch that energy of aloneness in? Romance, ideas, finances, family, community? Where did you go, right? Friendships. Next thing is, where did you go when I said alone in terms of feelings? Did you feel rejected? Did you feel angry? Did you feel bitter? Did you feel apathetic? Did you feel lethargic? Did you feel, I don't know, there's so many, disappointed? What did you feel? Did you feel guilt? Did some of you feel shame? Did some of you feel like, oh, I deserve this? You know, you have to feel into that. This is how you break down triggers. And when you get triggered, you try to connect with that, and you feel, where's the pain? What is the pain here? What is my pain? What is my story that I'm telling myself? Very important right now, they're asking us to look at the stories that we're telling ourselves about things. Because remember, the world is absolutely meaningless. And I know you guys are like, no way, have you seen the birth of that baby? That was full-on meaning. Well, that's full-on meaning because you gave it meaning. Yes, think about it this way. There is true meaning. But the way we are on earth as human beings, we're so filled with distortions that, as A Course in Miracles teaches us, we don't know what anything means. We're just doing the best we can, and we're doing the best we can based on projections. Our projections already out there, all sorts of stuff. So as you go through your personal healing process, you will notice that your projections start to change because your definitions of the things that you're experiencing start to change. So at age 16, a baby will mean something different to you at age 22 and age 25 and age 30 and age 40 and 50, 60, 70. And then don't forget to add, if you've had adverse experiences in life that further augments the differences, right? So please understand that things are meaningless except for what we project onto it. And so right now, you're being asked to look at the stories, the narratives that you're telling, because those narratives are what inform the projections, okay? And once you have projected out into the world, you may not realize that, and you may perceive of things around you as being real in and of themselves, but they really are just a whole bunch of mirrors that are reflecting back to you ideas that you are already holding. So basically, humans live in massive confirmation bias. And that's why they say when you start to see love and happiness and joy and freedom and things like that, those high and bliss, those high vibe frequencies in your daily life, guess what's happening? It's not that people are changing outside of you, it's you're changing. Especially when you start to have these, if you regard these things as in loving ways, you know, you turn the other cheek, whereas other people are like, I would have hit them. Yes, because the two of you are seeing two different worlds, even though you looked at the same event, okay? So anyway, that's just going to show you that a little bit. But the point that I'm trying to make is that it seems that for this week, we will, if you're part of this collective, we will be arriving somewhere. For some of you, you will be arriving at what we can call a victory. I want to see if there's going to be a little, okay. Yeah, a little bit of a victory here. And I do see the solar energies coming in right there behind. And then for others, you will be arriving at a redo of some sort. You will be redoing something. And again, going back to that first group, make sure that if you find yourself in that first group, super hugs, make sure that you stick to the script. Okay, look. Oh, yeah, see, stick to the script. They're just looking to hear, the guides are just looking to hear what you say, looking to see what you do. And here's a little tip. They can hear your thoughts. Okay, who's they? Well, the lords of karma. And they're not negative. They're look, there's one just listening, right? Because guess what? You want them to do that. You want these auditors to do that. Let's put it that way. They're auditors. Because when you get to the other side, you want a full report. So guys, how did I do? You know, I was going through a rough time here. I barely knew what was up. I'm so glad somebody was here recording everything. Did I have, yes, I did donate, but was my heart in the right place? They're like, we actually checked your heart was not in the right place, and you actually felt very bitter about the donation. And so, you know, it's one of those things. So, oh, okay, we see you card. Cut me right off. The Buddha prepares. All right. Let's go ahead and build around that. Thank you, Spirit. So they're saying, what happens after we cross the threshold and our beautiful butterfly comes out? Transformation. What's the threshold? Well, many of us are going through some thresholds right now in general, depending on your sacred chart. But also remember, we are coming through, you know, we're literally in the middle of receiving these energies of the solar eclipse that's coming up. So many thresholds are occurring. Hold on, let me just take a look at this. So transformation is occurring for everybody, regardless of what that transformation looks like. Hold on, let me just see. I do feel there's going to be some travel for some of you. Now, remember, I'm reading from a higher, like from the universal dynamics, so I'm feeling the energy of travel. Now, whether that travel is physical, like some of you may pick up and go somewhere, or whether it's within the self or some type of exchange of energies, like you move to another office, you move to another apartment in the same building, whatever this is, or you start taking day trips, I'm feeling an energy of traveling. This energy of traveling feels very much like, you guys know when you go away to like a boarding school, or if you go away to summer camp or something like that, where there's a dorm experience, you know, when the final week you have final exams, right? Let's say your final exams, the last final exam is on a Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Monday and Tuesday, there aren't classes, but Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, really there are no classes at all. But there are some people who are still staying in the dorms until the last day and then they'll leave. But the majority of people may leave right after class is done on Tuesday. The exam is done on Tuesday. Some will leave early Wednesday morning, you know, so the energy just changes. It starts to dwindle and people start to go to their own corners, taking time out for a source, right? And it's just that the energy that brought everyone together for this collective experience, 20 minutes, 2 seconds, it's now dissipating. And so what you're feeling is, I don't want to say the cord cutting, but let's say the cord dissolution. And so this is a time where a lot of clutter, a lot of energies will disperse, is that kind of energy. But you will walk away with knowledge, right? For some of you, I do see some transformations in food. It's the second time food has come up. Not in this reading, but yeah, okay, I knew that. Okay, thank you. There's a lot of manifestation going on, but a little bit of a dip. There's going to be a little bit of a dip when it comes to manifestation. And maybe that's here with the time out, game off kind of energy. There's going to be a time where you're going to have to allow yourself to just be the conduit. And you'll know that. You'll know when, because you'll feel it. You see this? Look how there's mirroring. Whoop, 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 right? There's some mirroring there. But notice this, surrender now. Once that energy, that solar energy really hits you, for each of you, you're going to feel it at different times and in different ways. Some of you may actually have aches and pains. Some of you may be really tired. Some of you may, I'm getting for some of you here, you might feel a boost. Like, I suddenly want to study something. I want to read or something like this, some type of intellectual but quiet intellectual pursuit. Maybe you might pick up a novel just for light reading. But I'm seeing a lot of alone time here. And Spirit is saying they're going to isolate quite a few of us so that we could be in our cute little bubbles. Thought bubbles, they're saying thank you. That's very important to distinguish, because in our own little thought bubbles, we're not, oh look, there's a little bubble. We're not letting people's stuff come in and mess with the flow of these energetic codes, is what the guides are saying. And I love that. So that's, you know, as I like to say, it's kind of like being in the angel hospital, yay, where we check in and we, you know, we're put up for the night or a few nights and they take care of business. When that energy starts to flow through you, you will know. And right now, this is the preparation stage, right? Let Spirit be your guide. A rebirth is assured. Of course, of course. Life is speeding up. Hold on, let me go grab my high vibe cards, because I do feel I want to do a quick read on the energetic codes. 1 second. Okay. Okie dokie pokes. So these are the Lemuria Oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Let's go ahead and just got ice skating. I don't know. Somebody? Be a connection. Lots of water, they're saying. And you know, I don't know about some of you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are energy workers. So have you been feeling a lot of water energies, a lot of mermaidian energies? I've been feeling a lot of mermaidian energy. Oh my God. Oh, duh. Oh yeah, duh. Today we've got like 5 placements in the sign of Pisces. Oh, duh. Okay, that makes sense. There's been, and it was like 4 yesterday, and so no wonder, because I've been getting a lot of mermaid energies coming up. Oh, looks like this reading might be a bit longer, because I just got that they want me to do a Celtic cross with these cards. I don't think so. Oh, look how cute. Yeah, unique gifts. Aw, makes me want to hug. Oh my gosh. When things are so cute, they just, oh, I can't take it. I can't. Hold on, guys, let me. Okay. Oh, okay. They want me to do an activation. Wow. Okay. Yes. Starseed activation. Wow, they popped that one on. Okay, no wonder they were kind of rushing me to do that. I'm a day late with this video. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, so go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and look at the screen. We're just gonna we're gonna do a starseed activation. Those are words that are coming. How it hits you will be for you in any way. So I'm just gonna get a little quiet. And we will get started. Ooh, some volcanic energies early on. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice, you guys. Those of you who are receiving this, all of you, very good. You came prepared. Wow. Wow. All of your spirit teams are like, thank you very much. We don't have to do any release work right now. It's just giving it to you. Impressed. Okay, just gonna ask some of you to open up a little bit around the crown chakra. Good, thank you. If you have any past life recall over the next few days, especially if it relates to Egypt, go ahead and just allow it to come up and be released. All right. So we're going to open up a new pathway of light in the upper and the spine, but behind the neck and the base of the neck. We're just gonna okay, I do feel some resistance to some of you. How interesting that I said to. From some of you, I feel some resistance. What they just said is, thank you, I'll explain that. They're trying to bring in some new gifts, and this makes sense to me. And I just said resistance too, because they're trying to bring it in, and I'm perceiving of the ones that are coming in for me as well, and I realize I just resisted it, and I'm sure some of you did as well. And I realized that I have been resisting some new learning that they've been trying to get me to do this week. And look, I'm stammering already, and I went to buy the stuff, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't imagine me doing this. I'm not good enough. I need to go back to. And so that's the kind of resistance here. They're pointing here. You can't see it, but there's a scale here. The scales. And they're showing you have a soul contract. hear the tone. You have a soul contract. So don't be like me, guys, and get, reamed by your guides. The takeaway here is you're very much capable of doing whatever this new set of information is that's coming in, some new schooling. There's some codes that have been coming in. We're activating some new things for you. God bless. Don't tell yourself I can't do it, because you saw how easily you could block it. So whatever it comes into mind to do, just not whatever, have discernment, but don't stop yourself. Try it. And the guides told me this week, many people say they're going to take up tennis and they buy all of their equipment, or skating and they buy all of their equipment and then they abandon it and whatever. They're like, if they can do it, then so can I. So get started is the main point. Thank you, guys. Yay. Knocking down barriers here. So I follow through, by the way, with what they said. So we'll see. All right. So as I was talking, they were continuing to download some stuff. Some of you guys have some programming from the father side. Interestingly, some of you need to release the father's ideas of the father. Could be patriarchal ideas, whatever this is. And even if your father would have been supportive of you doing something new, I do feel that some of you may not have known that, or may not have recognized or acknowledged it, and some of you may actually be using your father or the patriarchal systems or institutions, whatever it is, as an excuse for not doing what you could be doing because you're afraid, but you haven't owned that and you're blaming others. Okay, so let's just go ahead and release all of that. I'm seeing a massive flower come up. It's beautiful. They're telling me that the downloads have been received. I am automatically so thirsty all of a sudden as I just said that. Wow, that must have been a lot, because literally my brain was just like, thirsty. Wow. Okay, so make sure that you drink water. They're so funny because I don't drink as much water. They're like, yeah, make sure. Sorry. Guys, don't do what I do, okay? Be good. Oh, look how everything's organizing itself now. So they're saying that now that download has been received, thank you so much, guys. Look at you, cute. Listen out for new information coming in, especially with this solar eclipse that's coming in. But you're set to go. You're good to go. Keep your feet grounded, you guys. And when I say that, I mean making sure that you're making solid, logical decisions that support a higher intention, which is, your higher intention at this point should be to align with your highest self. That's it. When you're aligned with your highest self, you're automatically aligned with the highest good of all around you. Even though it may not seem so here, because some of the things that we are called to do may come up against the culture that we're in or whatever. But they're saying that there will be some displays of light that will be coming into our field. I do feel that a lot of this will become manifest. So how that manifests, here's a little exercise. The light, the displays of light are coming into our field and on an energetic level, but it will manifest in your physical space too. So I want you to look out for two things. Number one, look out for how long it takes for this to occur in your physical, and number two, look out for what form this takes. For some of you, I'm seeing that your attention may be directed 33 minutes, 33 seconds to lights in the sky for a quick second. You'll be like, oh, those are the lights. That's how long it took this energy in this display of lights that Janelle was talking about to manifest in my physical. For others, it could be a quick flash on TV and you're like, huh? For others, it could be that you're standing somewhere and you just have to take a double take because you could have sworn you saw a light behind somebody walking up to you, like illuminating them. So it could be that you're out walking somewhere and someone's watch catches the light and it flashes you. So I'm even getting, for some of you, this light may come in the form of a child they come up to you and you could just see they're illuminated. Beautiful, right? So please know look, see, there's a light getting ready to come. So Spirit is saying again, to go back to those two things, look for the light. They're saying they might be also using light in the physical to direct you to the people, places, things, and situations that are good for you, to give you that push, that encouragement, especially as you are going to be stepping into expressing new and unique gifts. Okay, we just did your openings, your activations, all of that. So please look for that. Because I'm getting the word toilet paper, so that's for somebody, that's to help you with something. But so please look for these lights and make sure. I do get some of you have already been getting lights sent to you, but maybe you haven't noticed yet. So think retroactively if you've seen some. They're just trying to get your attention and to usher you into a place where you feel encouraged. Because with these gifts, I do feel that you might feel, oh God, this is unorthodox. It's like if they just came to you and you're like 60 and they're like, oh yeah, you have to go back to get your master's in psychology. You're like, no, that makes no sense. It's something like this, something huge, something and so for somebody here it could be something like, hey, you need to call your father, and you're like, never in a million years. But if you follow them and you do that, it leads to whatever, and then you end up finding a job through that, and you end up meeting your mate, or something big will come of whatever it is that we just helped you with in your energy field. Okay, you guys? So they're kind of signaling the end of this reading, but they do want me to release some patterns. Okay, everybody, let's release some patterns. Oh, I just felt that. Oh, okay, the patterns. Oh, it's funny, it's like little candy that they're like whoosh, the patterns I'm getting are off-world patterns. They don't feel negative. It's almost like all these gifts from your past incarnations on other planets are coming out, okay? And so these are the joys, and these are the things that you can look forward to when you allow for this magical erasure of your projections to occur. This dispelling, this dissipation, what else? Clearing up of distortions. That's what the healing work is all about, that we're doing. We're shifting, okay? And they're just reminding you that the people in your life that come in are just designed to be a little bit like a North Star for you, a trigger, North Star for you to understand what it is that you need to let go of, right? But hidden underneath all of these distortions are gifts, I tell you. So they said, for right now, just go ahead and relax. We have the Four of Swords mirroring this energy of taking a time out. So you will feel much better. Here's the King of Cups, totally right now in water energy. Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, God bless you guys. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, if you'd like to have an energy healing session with me via Zoom, or any mentoring or coaching that I do offer, go ahead and check my Etsy page. Keep going. And yeah, thank you so much. Mwah. Bye.